Hey there, it's Coach K, and I'm here with you today demonstrating loaded salad and raw vegan ceviche. If you are participating in the Revive Cleanse, then you already have a loaded salad listed in your meal plan. Listen, your loaded salad can include any raw veggies that you like. So today, I'm going to do a remix on it and show some different veggies, and then I'm also going to make a vegan ceviche style dish for you that you will enjoy. So right now, as of the time of this recording, I am on day 5 of the Revive Cleanse. I'm feeling great. My waistline's come down more. I was having a little bit of bloating and stuff from just eating too much grains. One thing that's good about having a cleanse and doing a cleanse is that when you know that you've gone too far, you can always come back. This is something you can come back to and kind of reboot again. All right, so that's what we're doing in this Revive Cleanse. So I'm going to show you the salad first. That part is super easy. Most of it is done. Well, it's all easy. I don't even know where I should start because it's so easy, but we'll do the salad and get that situated and off to the side. So I will tell you that I use a spinner. Say, hand me the top to the spinner on the counter right there. I highly recommend you get a salad spinner and invest in this because you really want all of this water, thank you, off of your greens. Okay? With the water on there, your greens are far more likely to wilt. You can get this salad spinner at Walmart or anywhere. There. And that now when you look at it, it's much drier. And you can see there's all this water down in the bottom. So if you're going to prep your salad greens on like a weekend, you would chop them, wash them, and then you could transfer it just like this to a Ziploc bag, okay, and put a paper towel in there just to absorb any additional moisture, and your greens will last much, much longer. So I put my tomatoes in here too for the wash. That's what you see that down there. And I'm going to take those out now and chop them up. And some I'm going to put in my salad here, and some I'm going to put in my ceviche. Most are actually going to go in the ceviche style dish. And you'll see why that is. I want to give a shout out for the ceviche inspiration to a woman named Swazette Carlos on Facebook. And she, her name is spelled Swazzette. She does a lot of raw eating, and she came up with this recipe one day, and I fell in love. So definite shout out to her on that. So I'm gonna drop a few tomatoes down on here, and let me do one more, because the ceviche really can go on top of my salad, but I'm gonna turn this into 2 heavier meals instead. So there, this is enough tomatoes. All right, and then the rest of these tomatoes I'm going to set over here to the side. Next for my salad, I'm going to do cucumber. Now I chopped my lettuce up pretty small. That's what I like. I like to eat it as I would bite into it, and that would be, small chop. I don't want to bite into a big, like I can't even get it all in my mouth amount of lettuce. So I like to have mine on a small dice. And with something like kale, I really like to run that through my food processor and pulse it down, which you definitely should do with kale because it's a heartier green, which is great in terms of how long it keeps in the fridge. You can dress it and leave it with dressing on it overnight. You can't do that with any other green, but it also is more challenging for your body to break down in your digestive system. So I would urge you because of the digestive issues that some of you may have, or if you just want to ease that process, to go ahead and give it a pulse and make sure it's finely chopped. Okay, so now I'm adding my cucumbers on there. A cucumber a day could help keep the doctor away. Why? Because they're so hydrated. They're so full of water and great for you. All right, so that's all the cucumbers I'm going to put on there because I'm also going to put some cucumbers on my ceviche as well. Why not, guys? Why are we limiting ourselves here? Well, I already put it on that, so I don't need it on that. All right, I'm adding an apple to my salad, but I'm going to save that for last. I'm going to add something called jicama. Now, I didn't include this. I don't include things like this in most of my meal plans because it's an ingredient that may be hard for some folks to find, and I don't want you to be stressed out. All right, so if you see jicama, though, in your farmer's market, you should pick it up. It's great raw. It has a nice crispy texture. Hand me a towel. And yeah, mine, I just bought it yesterday, but I didn't refrigerate it immediately, and so already some of the pieces don't look great. So let that be, that one is fine. Let that be a note to you. Put it in the refrigerator ASAP, okay? So with my jicama, let's give this a quick taste. So it tastes almost like an apple, but not nearly as sweet. All right, so I'm putting mine in very thin, slicing it very thin. It's going to give you another great texture in your salad. Eating the rainbow is the best way to make sure that you get in lots of nutrients. Okay, so I'm going to slice mine. I've already sliced it this way thin. I'm just going to slice it one more time. Get it like razor thin. And then I'm just going to go ahead because I chopped everything else this way, so I'm going to chop my jicama like that too. Okay. Okay. Pop that on top. Yeah, and it also has good water content in here too. This really does count as water, you guys, really. When your body metabolizes it, it's getting hydration, even from your fruits and veggies, definitely. If you're thirsty, you could drink a glass of water, but you could also eat a melon, and you would be equally, your thirst would be quenched, if not more, from the melon. All right, so that's enough jicama for me. So it's buried my poor little tomatoes. I can't even see them anymore. Pull those out. This is important, even if you're doing it just for yourself. You know, we still eat with our eyes first. And when you make something that doesn't look good, I mean, if it tastes good, you know you made it, you might still be as excited. But let's be honest, not really. Okay. So I have one more ingredient for my salad, and that is a beet that I'm going to shred. Let me see if I can. I don't want to get my cutting board all red and everything before I do. I'm going to do this dish next, and then I'm going to come back to the beet and finish our salad off, and I'll show you. I'll tell you why, because I need to chop this up on the board, and I don't want my ceviche to turn red, because that would look weird, right? Oh, I don't have to unwrap this. All right, so this is what we're making our ceviche from. This is a young coconut, okay? Young Thai coconut is what you'll see it called. If you have an international farmer's market, Asian markets, you can find these. I have this tool here called a cocoa jack, all right? This company, I don't know how well they're doing, so I don't know if you can still get the cocoa jack. I haven't seen anything about it lately. But if you can't, your other option is to take this knife, the back of it, and you can see the lines here. 1, 2, 3, heavy hit, and it will crack open, and then you can pry it off, pour the water out, and use a spoon to scoop out that young coconut meat that's super tender and perfect for this dish. But because I have this tool, I'm going to use it. Now what's funny is whenever my husband sees me doing this, he feels like as a man, he has to step in and like use the cocoa jack. But it's not that hard. All right, just keeping it steady here. Sounds like I'm doing a lot right. It was really done already. I just wanted to keep going. So now, whoops. Let's find a good spot to go in at. Wait a minute, we may have to do another one. I'm really not hitting it hard enough. Okay. All right. When you look at their ads, they know how to use this thing and flip it right up. I'm not that good yet, so I'm gonna stick the knife in there. And there we have it. Let's pour our coconut water off. Great to add to a smoothie. Or just drink it. And then they give you this tool that you can use to scoop the meat out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in here and scoop out that coconut meat. And then I can do the same thing here on the inside. Take this tool, go in on the inside, and twirl it around. I promise you this is like 5 minutes, you guys, but it's new. So sometimes when we see things that are new, we're like, I don't know. That look like a lot of work. But it's really only work, it's in the mind. Because sometimes I've been like, oh, I don't want to buy it because I don't feel like doing this 5 minutes worth of effort. Your mind just will psych you out every time. All right, so I'm going in to get a little bit more. Really, one makes one serving. What's so amazing about this, guys, is that you can use this coconut meat for so many things because you can also use it to make a pudding. Okay, I could even make like a sweet pudding with this. I've made a parfait before using this, and it was really yummy. It tastes very mild. It's not as strong as like dried coconut flakes. Okay, can't get it from the other side. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more, and then I'm gonna finish up this demonstration. But the texture of this is just absolutely perfect. Okay, let's get this out. Oops. Okay, and I feel like I want a little bit more. Just try with the spoon here. Here we go. Sometimes it is, this tool is great and everything, but sometimes you really do just need to use a spoon. Go down in here and scrape all the way down on the inside. Get this out. When you're eating raw, you're not doing any cooking, so that's maybe a great time to do something that might seem slightly more labor intensive than your usual dish. Okay, I'm this close, I might as well get this rest of it. All right. Okay, so now that we've done that, we just want to trim up our coconut meat a little bit. A paring knife is best. I'm not going to walk off camera to go get it. If you leave some of the brown parts on there, that's fine. It's just the inside skin. You don't want, though, the harder, crispy, I don't know how else to say it, but the hard part is still part of the outer shell that got mixed in there because nobody wants to eat that, right? So, and you can also take the time if you want to rinse this off. Sometimes I've done that as well, just giving it a quick rinse. I'm not going to do it today. I'm okay with this. And then let's pull this bowl to the front because that's what we're going to pile it in. All right, so again, I wanted to show this because everybody can't find these coconuts. Everybody wouldn't be able to, want to make this dish and they would feel pressure. So I want to show you some bonus ideas for those who are a bit more into cooking, want to try new stuff, and maybe have access to high quality ingredients. This one is definitely for you. Or for people who just like watching cooking videos. That works too. All right, so this is fine. Just doing one more check, y'all. One more check. There we go. And then I'm just going to give it a slice. Okay. Take some of that off. Now, some of it, I'm taking off now as well because I'm realizing that it's going to plate up much nicer if it's white. It'll look prettier. But the texture of this is like, a silky fish. It's very silky in texture. The coconut flavor is not strong and overwhelming because it is the young coconut. The more mature it gets, the stronger it gets in smell. All right, so let's move this out. And then I think I forgot my fresh herbs. I definitely did. Okay, so let's take this and drop this in our bowl. And we're removing all those parts we don't love. Dropping that in. Nice strips like this is good. Okay. And in we go. And then my last little bit here. All right, when I first saw this recipe, y'all, I got hooked. Man, I haven't made it in a long time, but I was making it all the time. All the time. Just taking a little bit off of here. I wish one of my little helpers would come down here so I could send them to the refrigerator for my parsley. Let me check my mini fridge right here and see if I have any herbs down here. And I do not. Okay, so this is it. That's our ceviche so far. And now we just need to rev it up, season it up. So let's go ahead and add our tomatoes over here. We're going to put our cucumbers back on top. Okay. Another tomato. It's so good. I can taste it. And I'm going to tell you guys what the key is to this dish being tasty, which is not complicated and really shouldn't be a surprise. Now let's go ahead and add some more cucumber. Zion, I need your help. He can't do it, y'all. I know. I'm just going to ask him anyway. See if he can go get this parsley. To get something out of the refrigerator for me. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and we want to have a little bit of onion, a little bit of red onion. He's about to eat some of this though, you guys, because he, behind my back, home today with a stomach ache. So I gave him some tea. I made him a blend of fennel, ginger, little lemongrass, jack in the bush, like some real island herbs. And his stomach ache went away. But then he came down here and ate 6 packages of sushi snacks. Without saying, I'm hungry. Can you fix me something to eat? Nothing. Okay, come on, son. Nothing. Nada. I couldn't believe it. So I feel like you're going to have more tea because his stomach probably will start hurting again. I need you to grab the parsley out of the refrigerator for me. Open the refrigerator. I'll show it to you. All right. So red onion. We're basically putting in here everything that goes into a traditional sushi. Okay, it's in that grocery bag, right? The clear plastic bag right in front of you. The one on the left, not the cucumbers, the other one. Yep. Okay. Here? No, it was in your hand. Oh. The light bag, not the heavy one. Okay, let's add our onion. I am going to step off for 1 second to rinse my parsley. Okay, I knew my phone was going to ring. I was like, you should put this phone on silence. Then I said, no one is going to call me. And here we go. Thank you, son. All right, so I've got my parsley. Flat leaf parsley is an excellent cleanser, and you should put it on everything. Let's rinse this off, and I'm gonna chop this up. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Another reason why you want to make sure to clean your veggies, you guys, is because while E. coli is in meat, it's also found in vegetables, okay? So you want to make sure that you get yours cleaned off. All right, so let's add our parsley. And I put the herb up because I was thinking, well, I don't need it because I have an herbaceous salad dressing here. But that salad dressing, I mean, that herbaceous sauce there is for the salad. So I was thinking, you don't need your herbs, Cara. But I forgot that they are what make this ceviche so beautiful. So before we put that on, let's do a pinch of salt. And then we're going to do a little lemon and a little lime. Just squeeze it right over the top. I promise you this is all you need. Now, if you absolutely hate coconut, don't try it because I don't want to hear your complaining. Maybe you might not like it, even though I said the coconut flavor was mild. You still might not like it. I'm mashing my lime down to help it release juices. Have you ever cut one of these open and you're squeezing with everything you've got and nothing is coming out? Nobody wants that, okay? So let's give it a squeeze. Let's give it a press, mash first. Yeah, I'm squeezing some lime on there. You want it to be heavy, you know, on lime and lemon. This is the kind of acid that you want. Alkaline on the inside. It's acidic on the outside, alkaline on the inside. All right, so there's that. Do we want anything else on there? Not really. Let's drop our parsley on. Okay. And then, here we go. Just ignore my smoke detector that keeps beeping. We can't figure out what it is. It is, all of them are somehow connected. My husband keeps changing the battery and they end up right back doing the same thing. So, all right. So then we have our ceviche dish. It's all done. Light, refreshing, and delicious. All right, so let's finish our salad up here. I've got an avocado. This is how I store my avocados. I've got the half in here. We'll do the reveal together. I don't know if it's good still, good enough to be eaten anymore, but let's check it out. Okay, look at that. Not bad. So what I do is, when I split an avocado open, I always use the half that does not have the pit in it if I'm not going to eat the whole thing. And then I put the two halves back together and I wrap in foil because it keeps out all of the sunlight and to help keep it from oxidizing. So some people will tell you that, no, not some people. It is a fact that using a lot of aluminum foil is not good for you. For me, this is not touching the inside. It's only touching the outside, so I feel like it's okay. All right, so I'm super particular about my avocado, so a lot of this I can't use personally. I'm scooping out the very brown parts, and I'm just going to pick out the parts that look really good to me and slice those up, add those to my salad. And there we go. Just going to drop it on there, and then I'll smooth it out to make it a little prettier. Okay. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay. All right. There we go. And that's it for my avocado. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of orange bell pepper. I have this left over. Now, bell peppers and tomatoes are nightshades. If you have issues with arthritis and things like that, you may want to just eliminate nightshades completely from your diet for about a week. The eggplant is also a nightshade. You can look up nightshades and see what all falls on that list. But you may want to completely eliminate them and see how you feel. See if you feel any different, if your symptoms improve, because then nightshades might be something you either need to reduce or avoid altogether. Okay, here we go on that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I'm going to add my beets, because I'm done with everything else I want to do on this cutting board, right? Am I done? Yeah, my apple. No, let's do the apple first. So it's going to be interesting to have this apple on there because I got the jicama on there, which kind of tastes like apple, but we're going to go with it anyway. Put it on the side. All my children are fine, so that's why I'm not like, what's going on with this phone? Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the same dice on my apple that I did on everything else. Now I'll just put it over here. I'm going to put it all on one side because I feel like the top looks so pretty already. I don't want to mess up the look of the prettiness I have going on the top. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. And there we go. And I think that's a lot on there already, so I'm just gonna keep some of this to the side. Okay. Let's do our beet and then we're done. Now I'm talking to you guys. Normally I would be done by now. I really don't spend a ton of time on this when I'm in here. I just chop, chop, chop away and move through things pretty quickly. Beets are great for low iron. For a long time I stopped eating beets, but I'm finding that my iron is still low, so it's something that I recently decided to reincorporate. I'm going to shred it. Now, you could chop it up, but because beets are hard, you know, they're a hardier veggie, I want them shredded so that they're a small, you know, easier to chew. Easier to chew, easier to digest. And then I'll add those in. Okay. I've made a colossal mess here now. I need to work on my mise en place, so I'm not so messy. I'm just going to pile this right there on that side. Okay. Now, it really does look a little unbalanced, but I think what I'll do is put the salad dressings over here. So I've got my herbaceous salad dressing. In the Revive Cleanse, we use this specifically because it contains basil, parsley, and cilantro, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt. You can add lemon and lime. Parasites, which is what we're focused on in the Revive Cleanse, hate these herbs. They hate them. So we want to eat things that they hate without a doubt. So definitely going to add a little bit of that. And then I also have a pumpkin seed sauce over here that I made Sunday. Let me give that a quick taste. Make sure that didn't spoil. Tastes good. It tastes good, you guys. I don't remember everything that's in here right now, but it is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are one of the top parasite killers along with papaya seeds. And so we made a sauce out of it using a date, lemon juice, and some seasonings, I think, mainly. So I'm just going to drop that right there because I'm going to mix it all together. Now, the texture of this is almost like a hummus. So, and it has some sweetness. It might look kind of strange and sound kind of strange, but I don't want to say it tastes like sweet hummus because then y'all would be like, Coach K, I'm not trying that. But better than I thought it would. And I'm not a pumpkin eater. Sweet or otherwise is not my jam. But this is pretty good. And I'm just going to add a little bit of my, herbaceous dressing right here. And then I'll get that all mixed in together. Okay, and last thing is a scoop of walnut meat. This is, I don't need that much today because I'm not that hungry, but when you are very hungry, this fits the bill every time. It's walnuts, sun-dried tomatoes, pulsed together with some seasonings. And I'm adding just 1 scoop right there. You can't be hungry after you eat this. And if you are, just go back and eat some more. That's why it's so lovely to just eat the right things. We don't have to watch our portions or anything. So now, let me show you my salad. There you go. Oh, bada boom, bada boom. Very super yummy. My salad and my ceviche. Let's get this stuff. Uh-oh, I got some bead on there, you guys. Now it's on my hands. Look at my fingers. Okay. Well, this is going to have to be an off-camera fix right here. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. If you are a part of the Revive Cleanse, you will see this picture posted in the group, and you'll be able to partake and enjoy. I hope you are encouraged to try some new fruits and veggies. Anytime you're in the produce section, you see something that looks weird or interesting, just Google it, you guys. Like, I used to just pull my phone out and Google jicama or whatever it was right there on the spot and see recipes, how are other people using this. There's so much food that is so good for us that can't be found in your traditional grocery store. And when I say traditional, I'm including Whole Foods in that. As far as I'm concerned, Whole Foods is trash. I said it. I haven't been to Whole Foods in I don't know how long. I think people think that health coaches are in there all the time. Most of us are not. Okay, we know that Whole Foods is very commercialized now. I mean, you can find stuff in there. I'm going to do a video from there one day. But it's just not that there's not a lot of healthy food in there. And I talked to a woman who thought everything in Whole Foods was healthy. If it wasn't healthy, Whole Foods wouldn't carry it. Whole Foods is targeting customers, and they're going to carry what people want, whether it's good or bad, unless it's really terrible for you. So I would strongly urge you to make sure that you do your own research. Don't trust a corporation, a company, or an outside person. Somebody doesn't live in your body to tell you what to eat and not eat, okay? But you know what? My body is telling me to eat right now, so I'm going to go ahead and enjoy both my salad and my ceviche with wild abandon, because my cells are on the inside like, That's what they do, you guys. When they see some good food coming, they're like, yes. Oh, thank goodness she didn't pick that burger. Yes, we're getting excited. Larry, guess what? We got an early bedtime. We don't have to be up all night breaking this food down. We'll be done with this in 30 minutes, and then we can chill. We can repair ourselves. That's what happens when we make better choices. Our cells get excited because they know they're not going to have to overburden themselves trying to keep us alive, all right? So keep that in mind. I hope that you enjoy these recipes yourself. I want to see in the Revive Cleanse, I want you to come in the community and share your salad pictures. Encourage somebody else. Don't be lazy with your salad. Go all in and make it delicious, guys, okay? I'll talk to you next time. I'm Coach K. Bye.